Good. Hi, Supreet.
Hi, Nick. Hi, Mr. Alberto. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Carlos, thank you for joining us.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, I shall continue. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. We have Supreet from our Mumbai team. Supreet and Divya tend to do the outreach communication. And then we have Himanshu from our technical sales team in Mumbai. And I'm based in London, part of the business development team that's driving the International Partner Program. So I'm going to share my screen and do a short PowerPoint presentation, which just gives an overview of the market we're in, how we position the product and the opportunity. And then Himanshu will do a technical demonstration to show you some of the key features. It's a very powerful product we have. So we can't show you all of the features, but Himanshu will give you a view of some of the key features. Okay, so if you bear with me, I shall share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, so here to discuss Siccura, our solution. In today's digital world, your data goes everywhere with or without your consent. So keeping it secure, no matter where, is essential. And with the ability to actually track it and control it 24/7. So you know what, who, what, when, where, and much, much more. And that is the solution that we provide. As I mentioned, my PowerPoint presentation is not going to be technical, quite simple. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes shortly to tell us a little bit more about yourself. I have looked at your website and profiles. Great experience you have, and I see you're very active in the banking sector amongst other areas through your consultancy and integration services that you offer. But it'd be interesting for us to understand more about FISA, so then we can position our offerings accordingly to try and achieve a win-win scenario. So who are you? We see you as a potential Siccura Partner program. This is a new drive for us into Latin America. And so, in fact, you're the first team that we are speaking to in Ecuador. So can I give one of you gentlemen the stage for a couple of minutes to give us a little bit of background about yourselves?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Nick. Can you let me share my screen, please?
One moment. Himanshu?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, so sorry, did you want to share your screen, did you say, sir?
Yeah.
No, I'm not there.
No, I think Carlos wants to share. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you
Good.
for the.
Thank you. We can see.
Okay. Thank you for the journey, Nick, and everybody from Siccura. We'll give you just like a brief introduction to our company. Okay, so we are. I apologize for the presentation being in Spanish. As you know, we're a company based mostly in we're based in Ecuador, and we are also our objective market is in Latin America. So we are mostly based in Spanish-speaking countries here.
Yeah, no need to apologize. We fully understand that, and we're actually in the process of producing our material and our videos in Spanish as well to help support teams like yours.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll just have a quick look at our company. We are FISA Group. We've been in the Latin American region for 26 years. We work in the financial technology services industry. Nowadays we have over clients in 9 countries of the region, as you can see, in Mexico, Honduras, Dominican Republic, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, and Chile. Okay. We have mostly not only clients from the banking sector, we also have clients from the retail services, mostly retail services that offer credit and financial services. So we have clients like that in Colombia and in Chile too. And also, we are a part of Constellation Software Inc. I believe you've heard of them. They're a Canadian company that, well, they acquire software companies from different verticals across the worldwide. So, and we're inside Constellation Software. We belong to the Volaris Group, operational group. Okay.
So that's a valuation of 32 billion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ventas, is that the turnover in 2020?
Yeah, that's right.
Revenues. Good.
Yeah, and they're based in Toronto, Canada, and they're also inside in the stock market in the Toronto Canadian stock market. So you can find much more information from them in this. They are our new corporation. We've been a part of Volaris of Constellation since 2019, and that they acquired Visa Group. Okay, I'll just skip this and we'll go to the main products we have. We offer nowadays three main products, three main platforms. The first one is a Visa system, is a core banking software. Okay, it's a core banking system, which not only has been recognized by Gartner as one of the main providers of core banking systems in Latin America. But it's also the first product we've worked with, and in the one that has been installed in most of our clients. We also have Visa credit card. It's a credit card software, mostly used to enable the use of credit cards for any financial institution and also retail companies. And finally, we have Omnia. Omnia is our digital experience platform in which we enable omni-channel services for banking institutions mostly, and also retail. It includes a powerful integrator, okay, which allows us to adapt this platform to different core banking systems, okay. The first one, and also it allows us to connect different legacy systems inside any of our clients, integrate that, and also outside the company, outside the institution, like go to credit bureaus, central banks in each country. So that's one of the main components of Omnia. Also, Omnia has some business applications like business banking, like for corporate banking, online banking, mobile banking, and also a commercial platform, which allows us to manage commercial flows for any institution. And finally, it also has a app generator, which allows our clients to develop different products in a much easier way. So they can not only depend on the supplier, but also they can create different products. Okay. Yeah, that's mostly what I have prepared for this meeting. Those are our main products.
And your main focus is on the Latin America market, is that correct?
Yeah, we're focused on that. Actually, we nowadays our strategy is only to grow in this market. Not only the countries we are, like I showed you, but also different countries in the region, since our platforms are specialized for the Latin American banking system.
Sure. So look, we are always keen to help build and develop win-win relationships. So, you know, where possible, to try and help generate some business for you, in the other direction, we'd be more than happy to recommend your services to any of the other partners we have. that may be involved in certain areas where there might be some synergy with you as well. Yeah. We do have some in Africa, in sort of Cameroon, Senegal, that do a lot of work with the banks. Not what you do, but there is some companies that roll out ATM machines, for example, and there's other sort of secure payment methods, etc. So always worth making introductions. You never know where they may lead. And then in Peru, we have a partner who deals with the digital IDs, which might be interesting as well. So good, thank you for that. So look, I think we'll proceed with our presentation and ask you to keep an open mind to see if we can find some synergy. You know, it might not be today, it might be next month, or you know, it might be that you have somebody else within your network that the opportunity may fit better with. But it'll be for you to sort of determine that. But I think we've got a very powerful solution. And you mentioned that you're involved in some retail areas as well. So there might be something that we can do there. So if you bear with me, I will proceed with the presentation.
Okay, sounds perfect.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So thank you for that. That was very, very interesting and very, very impressive. You know, I think sometimes when the focus is all on USA and the NASDAQ and the European markets, people tend to forget how big and how powerful Latin America is. And when you look at that valuation of that Toronto company getting involved with yourselves, it just sort of reinforces that. So yeah, we hear every day about the main companies in the news, but we forget how many powerful software companies there are that are like the sleeping giants. Good, thank you for that. So let me tell you a little bit about ourselves. So we are Siccura. Siccura is a UK brand which forms part of a larger group known as WeMet, and WeMet stands for Wellness, Media and Technology. And the mission of WeMet is to transform lives using wellness, media and technology. So today we're here to discuss Siccura, which is the technology part. So Siccura is a technology company with a team of phenomenal developers and an international sales hub located in India. And I don't use the term phenomenal lightly. We have some very, very clever people in Mumbai who love coming up with solutions to every problem. And also with us being involved in tech, it's always important to have your finger on the pulse so that the product always remains relevant. And that's what we do. So having this as our own solution, you know, this is not a best of breed that we're marketing and reselling. This is our own solution that we're developing. And then we have the structures and processes in place to scale our business. And when we say scale our business, that also means helping our partners to scale their business as well when they're working with us. And I primarily mention structures and processes because our CEO and founder, Ajit Patel, he's UK based like myself, and he was the first Indian to take a company public in the United Kingdom. So 22 years ago, he listed his business, which was a pharmaceutical company, on the London FTSE 100, which went on to become a unicorn. And he has similar visions for WeMet. So any partners that come on board at this early stage are in for an interesting ride, which will be linked to that IPO. So what do? We innovate, we develop, we protect, we help businesses to lead a private and secure digital life. Sorry. And how do we do that? Well, we're going to do that by making our unique solutions available to every SME in the world through our international Siccura Partner program. And today I'm focusing on SMEs because we see that as the low hanging fruit. But obviously this solution is suitable for all businesses, big or small. But we just find that closing the deals for that SME sector, which is up to 300 employees, seems to be the easier one for a lot of our partners, with them closing deals within 3 months, whereas the larger Organizations take anywhere from 6 months to 12 months because a lot more hoops need to be jumped through, of course, unless you have those solid connections with those sectors, companies in those areas like you seem to have. So what is the Siccura Partner Program? Well, the Siccura Partner Program is your unique opportunity to profit from a share of $1 trillion plus data security and technology industry. It's a chance for people who are not involved in this area to get involved, and we provide all of the support that partners would need to succeed in this area. So do you agree? Losing control of data is causing devastating damage to businesses around the world. Well, the CIA agree. They say that there are only two types of businesses in the world: those that have experienced a data breach and those that will. And we here at Siccura, we say that there are only two types of businesses in the world: those that have experienced a data breach and those that will again. Everybody is going to get affected, and we need to have the solutions that help protect businesses, and we have that solution, which not only protects businesses, but helps us to earn a profit as well. So what is the solution? The honest answer is there is no solution. No one and no software can prevent a data breach from occurring. But there is a way to implement controls that mitigate those risks. And in order to combat the risks, businesses have to be in control. And we at Siccura, we have the solutions to give businesses that control that they need. So our mission is to put businesses back in control of their data. Why? Because every piece of data created or stored by a business has an intrinsic value. And it's not just the personal information and credit card details. It's any form of data that could be used against the business. And so valuable data, when compromised and in the wrong hands, it causes irreparable loss or damage to any business in the world. And this includes not just financial loss and penalties, but reputational damage as well. And financial loss and penalties is an important one. Most of the countries around the world now, developed and developing countries, are imposing huge fines. The average is around 5% of global turnover. And although the multinationals can absorb those sorts of losses using creative accounting, SMEs, when they are impacted, it is horrendous. And I think the statistics show that an SME that has experienced a data breach and had a penalty imposed upon them, 60% go out of business within 8 months. And that is a huge loss. And so it's important to help those businesses, and having full control of their data protects those businesses from such devastating loss or damage. So in order to help businesses, we need to know what types of data do businesses generate. Well, data is split, we say, into three main areas. The first is transactional data. This is data and information on suppliers, customers, production activities, and basic organizational operations. And this includes any information used to make employment decisions. So yes, personal information comes in there. And then the other type of data that needs to be protected is intellectual property. This is data and information such as patents, trademarks, product designs and plans, which allow a business to gain an economic advantage over its competitors. And yes, this data, it's often considered a trade secret, and losing it could prove disastrous for the future of any business. So we need to help protect that as well. And then we have financial data. This is everyday data and information such as invoices, income statements, balance sheets, cash flow statements, anything which provides an insight into the health of the business. Today, it's shared voluntarily without taking into account the risks involved. But by default, if we can provide the support to keep that data secure, it helps protect those businesses. So we have a solution which secures all forms of unstructured data and information, not just your standard Microsoft Office files, but all forms of data, including software data, anything that you will find on a device, whether it's iOS, Android, Windows, Mac, Linux. We have the solution to encrypt that data, keep it secure, and allow the businesses to take back anything that they have shared. So where is business data stored? If we're going to help protect the data, we need to know where it's stored. So unstructured data and information is ending up everywhere in today's digital world. within emails, cloud, instant messages, on all types of servers, within smart device galleries, local storage, removable storage, hard drives. We've got a great feature for hard drives that can make folders and files invisible. So even Windows Explorer cannot access them and ransomware cannot access them. But through Siccura, the business remains in control and can view those files. Emails is an interesting point. You know, in today's world, when you share files through email, it's not just the recipient and the sender that are sharing. You know, it transits the ISPs on either side, and often multiple data centers in the middle who carry out various data mining as well. So we have great solutions that keep that data secure and allows the sender to take it back at any time. So knowing where data is stored doesn't mean you have control. It is essential to have these additional controls. So what are the risks? How are businesses losing control of their data? Well, control is being lost through internal and external threats. Lack of awareness, accidents, malicious attacks, and cyber attacks. Lack of awareness is down to insufficient training, processes, and procedures around data sensitivity. It's an intentional form of sharing data without considering the risks. And then accidents. Yes, we do share emails by accident by sending it to the wrong person. Up until now, the only way to take care of that was to send a polite email asking the recipient not to read the email and delete it. But with Siccura, the business is in control. They can take that data back. Accidents also involve losing devices or damaging devices. This is all unintentional, but it's a risk that needs to be protected against. So having files saved by default encryption features ensures that that data remains secure, even if you yourself are unable to access it due to accidents. Malicious attacks, this is sabotage, often by persons known to the business. So providing businesses with the tools to limit and minimize malicious attacks is very, very important. And then cyber attacks, making the news every day. This is down to employees falling prey, failing to detect, identify, and avoid scams. And so we have the tools to help businesses deal with that. The interesting thing is that all of these risks end up with people being the culprit. You know, company personnel, business partners, cyber criminals. It's all about people. People, yes, they are the biggest asset to any organization, but they are also the biggest threat to any business. And most of the businesses, in fact, all of the ones that we've helped to secure, have told us that they have lost data in incidents because of human error. And it's not just junior members of staff who lack training and cause problems. Culprits include senior personnel as well, you know, owners, directors, board members. I mentioned employees past and present, business partners past and present. Cyber attackers, not just those, but also the hobbyists who think they're exposing weaknesses in networks to do some good in the world, but they forget that the criminal is only 2 steps behind them. So everyone can cause data loss with devastating consequences. We are all a risk. We are all at risk. So how can we help businesses take control of their data? Well, we say data has to be controlled at every stage of its life cycle. It is no longer enough to just protect the network. The data must be secured at the point of its creation, and the owner must retain control throughout its lifetime. The security must travel with the data wherever it goes, and Siccura ensures that happens. Our security controls travel with the data wherever it goes, ensuring that the business can protect that data whilst in action, rest, and motion, ARM. Action is when it's being created, processed, and edited within a secure environment. Rest means protecting that data when it's stored within any environment, not just the originators, but also the recipients. And motion, ensuring that that data remains encrypted and safe, no matter where it's traveling, transiting, or transmitting to. And obviously, end of life, when files are deleted, encryption by default ensures that even if somebody is able to recover those files, either forensics or clever IT people, the files remain unreadable so that the business stays secure. So to summarize, we protect data in any format. You name the format, we have a solution for that during action, rest, and motion. So what my presentation is highlighting is that in today's digital world, countering data breaches requires a focus on people and their behaviors, not just the technology that they use. And so that's where we're introducing Siccura. Today, we're showcasing two of our products. The first is Siccura Office, a very, very powerful over-the-top solution which integrates with businesses' existing infrastructure. It locks all business data and communications. It's the business that controls the access. It's the business who decides who, what, where, and how their data is viewed. It's the business that's able to remotely change those access rights, either revoke them altogether or enhance them. So it's the business that is in control of the spread of their data. And they will have a full audit trail with our dashboard that tells them who, what, where, and how their data was stored, so they can track it back and see what's gone wrong, if something's gone wrong, or ensure that nothing goes wrong. And then we overlay that with Siccura Cyber Shield. This is an LMS platform, a learning management system. It allows the businesses to train and increase the awareness of employees. It allows businesses to test employees for all forms of threats, including phishing threats, ransomware, CEO fraud. Any new threat that comes to light, we will have the material, not just in English, but in Spanish as well, so that businesses can continue to train and test their employees. They're also able to test their infrastructure for weak points using a feature which allows them to carry out mock attacks. The key thing is Siccura Cyber Shield is here to turn employees into a human cyber shield, that extra layer of security on top of any existing controls that the businesses have. So to summarize, Siccura Office, it's an over-the-top solution. It integrates seamlessly. We have an Outlook plugin as well. It's a comprehensive solution which connects with existing business infrastructure. It secures by locking all forms of digital content and communications from internal and external threats. We protect emails, cloud, photos, passwords. We have a secure end-to-end instant messaging tool for that all-important business communications. The local storage features I've highlighted. It's a unified communications as a service. So we've got end-to-end encrypted calls and conferencing facilities, as well as highly encrypted text messaging feature for those important OTP messages. Siccura Cyber Shield, it's awareness training, a premium solution designed to help users recognize threats before they create problems for the business. And research shows that employees who are well trained on security issues will be more skeptical and more careful when they're reacting to any form of communication without first checking for clues about their validity. And the key thing is Cyber Shield, it's not just about avoiding those security problems. It's about helping businesses to protect themselves from significant losses which can result from a lack of awareness training. It's a fully managed system. It's creative, fun, interactive. It tests, it educates, it trains. But the key thing is it makes employees engage, makes them proactive rather than reactive. And we've recently rolled out a solution for a Middle Eastern company. They've got 6,000 employees, but we were tasked with providing this solution to their office staff, which covered 2,000 employees. And they reported back to us that, just within the first 8 months, just by having this learning management system that gives training in bite-sized monthly allocations, they reduce incidents by 80%, which is a great return on investment. So it's a unique opportunity. We're only looking for a selected few partners, people with that entrepreneurial spirit, but also those that know the local knowledge. Not just about marketing, but obviously exchange controls, methods of payments. So all of that local knowledge we are depending on. We're limiting it per country, so the opportunity remains huge for the partners that come on board. We got different levels of partnership, and phase 1 will be closing soon, which has all 3 levels. Future phases may not include the platinum level, but if I can just explain the benefits of becoming a partner, and then you'll see how that could fit in with your structure. And the fact that you're involved in multiple countries, there might be something here of use to you. So the program has 3 levels. The standard is silver. This is for partners who don't want to actively sell the solution, but have a good network. They can make referrals to us, and we will send in a team of from our side or local partners who will go in and close those deals. Silver partners will receive 15% commission every month for the lifetime of those customers. These solutions are premium solutions. They are billed by a monthly fee per user per month to the business. Gold partnership, that allows partners who want to be trained up. We will support them in every single way with the sales and marketing material, with the tech support, with the training, videos, material in local language as well. And gold partners will receive 25% commission every month for the lifetime of the customers that they bring on board. And then platinum partnership, this is the interesting one, which will probably be suitable for entrepreneurs like yourself. Under Platinum Partner, the Platinum Partner can sell using silver or gold, and they can also recommend partners to us, can be in country, neighboring countries, or in fact anywhere in the world. We will sign those partners up. We will support them. Not only can they go out and sell under silver and gold, but the Platinum Partner will receive 15% commission on top of any business that those silver and gold partners bring to the table. So a very interesting, profitable business model, which is multi-level, which helps to scale the business. So it's time to take control of business, time to be Siccura. We're going to move on to the short demonstration now. But before we do that, did you gentlemen have any questions?
Not yet.
Hi, Alberto.
No,
Hi. So
I'm trying to see one. I have one question maybe. You were talking about the cloud as one of the targets of your solution, but what does mean cloud? I mean, any other of the items you mentioned could be in the cloud. I'm thinking in things like, I mean, a data lake or things like that, because in our company where we have an initiative that could be finally, maybe we will have some data in a data lake, maybe in Azure or so. I would like to know if your solution also can keep us control of that.
Yep. So Himanshu, are you there?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So Himanshu, my colleague will give you a demonstration of some of the features, and then he'll explain the features we have for secure cloud as well. Yeah. Okay. And then how that can be integrated with custom cloud as well. So that's where businesses create their own cloud using their own servers in a secure data center. Yeah. Okay. So Himanshu, over to you. I'm going to stop sharing. I think I've stopped sharing already.
Yeah, I've already shared. Okay. Let me share my screen. Everybody can hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So this is our product Siccura, and I'm going to showcase you two sides. One is this is the admin side, and then the employee side. So as an admin of the company, what we provide you, provide the admin full control that whatever, how many employees are there, how many files within the organization it's secure, how many secure emails are sent, unsecure emails are sent, all this information as admin he can see. And what he can see also that which files are, whatever the secure files are there, who has created, from which platform, from what date and time, and which IP he has created. And in the detail log, he can see that, okay, this user has which type of rights and which type of right he has shared outside of the organization. Suppose he has shared some email and file as a file to the other people, he can also see that what type of rights he has shared with. And in the activity log, he can see what is the action of the different actions happen in the files, like when the file is open, when the file is downloaded, when the file is shared, all this information he can see. So we provide a detailed log, and then we also provide the information that who is the owner of the file, who is the creator of the files. Or suppose this file is shared with a different co-owner, you can see the name of the co-owner. All this information we provide here. And same way we provide all the information for the emails also. Now I'm going to show you what type of different modules we provide in the Siccura. So we provide you in Siccura, it's like a Microsoft Outlook. Like in Microsoft Outlook, you configure your email account. Same way here, you can also configure different email accounts. Like here, you can see I configured 3 different email accounts here. And add on to this, we provide you different module like cloud module. So this is the cloud module where you can configure your third-party cloud account like Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox. And we also provide you a Siccura cloud as a complimentary per user. We provide 5 GB cloud space per user. And for example, company enrolls for the 10 user license, they will get 50 GB cloud space and they can distribute against the users whatever they want to distribute, like 1 GB, 5 GB, 10 GB, with total 50 GB is allocated to them. Then I'm going to show you how you can configure custom cloud when I'm going to showcase the admin module. Then this is our instant messaging module. With Siccura, we provide instant messaging solution. The reason behind is that normally in the organization, we do the communication, chat communication, and we use WhatsApp or Telegram or other applications. But in this type of scenario, what happened that suppose I'm doing the communication in WhatsApp, and that when the employee left, so that data remains with them on his personal devices. And as a company, I can't take back all this information because it's a WhatsApp application. So we provide in the instant messaging solutions where you can communicate with your employee within the organizations through our instant messaging software, where you can do chat, video call, audio call, you can do everything. And even you can do the group creations and all that things. Then I will show you the Siccura File Explorer, why we are providing this. The major advantage here is that you can connect any folder to your cloud server through this module. And then I also going to showcase you when you protect the folder from the ransomware attack, then you can also open through this Siccura file system. Then we also provide you a Siccura Office Suite, which is Siccura Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. The advantage of this Word, Excel, and PowerPoint is that generally in Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, the similar type of file extension we also create. But here we provide you the additional security. Like for example, I'm sharing some files with Nick, and Nick is allowed to edit my file. Then he can use our Siccura file, means I can force him to open through the Siccura Office Suite, where he's allowed to edit my files, but he's not allowed to create copy, forward, print, export, screen sharing, screen recording doesn't work. Then I'm going to show you different ransomware protection module. Now, before I start, I'm opening the admin control panel, which is available for the admin only. And this is also available if you create a sub-admin also within the organizations. So what we provide you the option here. So you can see this is the user list, which is employee list. And you can see here device access management. So what we provide you the option, you can control your employee. They are allowed to work on specific devices. Like they are allowed to work on Android, iOS, or desktop. And you can control them by IMEI number or MAC address of the devices. We also provide you option, you can configure multiple email accounts against the employees. You can see I configured 4 different email accounts. And here you can see I can enter email as well as password here. Now in Siccura, why we provided this option? So generally in the organization, what happens that any employee joins, we create his email and we share the email address as well as password to the employee. Now employee is allowed to access his email anytime, anywhere, and the company has no control. But here, what we provide you here option that you can configure email as well as password here only in the Siccura. Now, no need to share email password with your employee. When employee installs Siccura, configure Siccura, automatically email will be configured. No need to enter password or share the password. Now you can see we provide you different options, like your employees are allowed to work on Outlook plugin. Then you can see whatever the emails are coming is getting secure. Whatever the files they are generating is getting secure. Based on the extension, you can see you can add your extension also. We provide you can add your custom extension if you have. You can add that also. Then we provide you the option you can control your employees through USB access. They are allowed to, means like I'm blocking all the USB to particular employee. And if I want to allow him, I can open all. And if I want to allow to work with the specific USB like external hard drive or USBs, I can also add them. Then we also provide you the options. Employees are allowed to send any email outside the organization to particular user or any user. So you can see here I'm allowing employee to send email outside of the organization to particular user. And if I want to allow any user, I can allow any user. So this type of controls we provide. Now I'm going to show you how you can configure your third-party cloud account like Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox. You need to enter your username, password, admin username, password, and you can share the different folders of that drives to within the organization to different employees. Now you can see here we also provided the option configure custom cloud. So why we have provided this option? The objective is behind this is generally in the organization what we do, we create a file server where we share the folders department wise or user wise. And in this type of scenario, multiple people are sharing the same folder, and as a company owner, you don't know how many files are created by which user, who has edited. And suppose somebody has edited the existing files and by mistake he has removed some of the content from that files, we can't recover. And this type of issues are coming, and that's the reason we have provided with what we do. We convert that computer to the Siccura cloud server. It's a local cloud server which remains in the organizations, and you can configure that cloud server here. Now the advantage here is that we provide you here option of incremental backup, versioning control. So for example, I'm editing the files, and same file Nick is editing. Nick can see what changes I did, and I can see what changes Nick has did. And if I want to recover the previous version of file, I can do that also. And the data remains in your organization. So suppose you have a more big files like 100 MB, 50 MB or 500 MB files, you are working on big files like Photoshop files or AutoCAD files. This is good to have this type of local cloud servers. Now I'm going to show you what are the employee side, how the application will look on the employee side. So by default in employee side, you can see screen sharing, screen recording doesn't work. So that's the reason I'm using this blank screen manager. So now I'm allowing you to view my screen. Now you can see my product. And what as an employee side, when employee open the cloud server, so let me show you. So this is an employee side where I'm showing you, I configure Google Drive, so I can read the Google Drive data. And now I'm going to show you what type of advanced features we provide in the Siccura. So this is our Siccura cloud. Let me open this. So this is one of the files which is I shared with different people. You can see here. And let me show you. I want to reset the privacy settings. So I'm changing the privacy settings against this user, where you can see by default this file is shared with the view only. And all these controls are available. Privacy features controls are available on cloud. It's available on email, and it's also available on the local file system. You can see all this information, right? Now, here, what we provide you the option here, and can use the self-destruct mode. So for example, this file which I shared with this person, and that person opens the file, after 2 minutes, this file will be taken back automatically. I can set the expiry of a particular date and time if I want to. I can set the password protected file. So when he opens, he needs to enter the password. Right now I have shared with view only. That means user is not allowed to create copy, forward or share, edit, screen sharing, download, print, export, collaboration, delete. You can see all these options is not available for me. And I can use the revoke access whenever I want to take back my files. So you can see there's many features are available, and we are handling small things like allow copy, editing is allowed, but still copy paste is not allowed. I will show you in the next, when I'm going to showcase you the email module. So this is how we provide cloud system security. Now I'm going to showcase you how you can protect your data from the ransomware. And also I'm going to showcase you how you can sync your important computer data with your cloud server. So this is my data folder, and for the demo purpose, I'm just saying that, okay, this folder is important for me. And whatever the data I'm putting in this folder, editing, I want instant backup solutions. So what we provide you the option here in the Siccura File Explorer. So when I open this Siccura File Explorer, it's a similar to like a Windows File Explorer, which is showing me similar options like folders. So you can show you C drive, D drive, and whatever the drive you open, it will show you the folder. So you can see the same data folder. The files are here the same way. I can click on the three dots and you can see option sync with the cloud server. So we provide the option you can sync with our cloud server or your local custom cloud server, which is there in your organizations. And this is how we provide the option. You can sync any folder with your local cloud server or cloud server. Now, what we provide is the option here. Suppose this folder is important and I want to protect from the ransomware attack. I need to use the folder lock module. I will click on the plus button. I will select that folder. Now data folder is added. I can enable, and by default I mark as a lock. Now you can see suddenly this data is disappeared because this data is locked by the Siccura. Folder is locked by the Siccura. Now Windows can't access, even if you're trying to access on the DOS command prompt. Let me show. It's not allowing me to access. And if this means that if the ransomware is also one of the application which install in your computer and which is do the crawling of your folders and whatever the files they found, they encrypt it. But now you can see the application, no application is allowed to access this folder except Siccura. Now from Siccura you can open the folder and you can view the data, you can edit whatever you want to do, you can do that. Even we provide you the option if you want to hide this folder, then you can use the hidden mode and you can hide this folder. Now you can see folder is hidden, and even if you're trying to find, it will show you check spelling and try again. And in the DOS command prompt, you can see element not found. So this is how we provide the folder level protection. Now I'm going to showcase you how you can use the email module and the file module also, if you want to. Okay, so in the email module, so generally any DLP, what they do the protection, data leakage prevention, they do within the organizations, which is also limited level. Means like as a person, I have a rights, I can do copy forward anything, but within the organization, whatever they provide. And we are living in the digital world, and where we share the data outside of the organization also, and we want the control. So that's the objective we taken, and what we have done here, you can share your email as well as your files outside of the organizations and with your control. So I'm going to showcase you. So I can use the compose button here, and I'm sending a mail to my Google account for the demo purpose, and I'm sending case mail. And I'm attaching some files for the demo purpose. Let me use the demo folder and let me attach 1 and 2 files. And while sending the mail, you can see the same privacy features are available. If I want to send with the self-destruct, that means that person will read and automatically after 2 minutes, mail will be taken back. I can set expiry, I can use the password protected, but right now for the demo purpose, I'm using the view only. I'm just sending the mail. When I'm sending, Siccura will detect and it will ask want to send the secure mail or unsecure mail, but I use the secure mail. Now when I receive this mail, the mail will look like this. You can see the mail content, it is secure, and attachment is also secure. Now as a user, when I receive the mail outside of the organization, like I'm any person, I can download the Siccura Viewer on the Google Play Store, Android apps, from the Android App Store, for the Android phone or for iPhone, for Windows or Mac machine. And I can click here and I can open the mail on my browser itself. Now, what we provide with options, we provide the 2-step authentication here. Why? Because if your mail is forwarded by somebody, you want to control. That's the reason we put our 2-step authentication here. Now I will receive the OTP. Just hold on. Okay. So you can see I received the OTP. I will copy this OTP and paste here. Now you can see this mail is open on the Google Chrome browser. And what we provide you the option, provide you the security here, that we add the watermarking here. Why? Because this is a Chrome browser and we don't have control. So we put the watermarking. So if user wants to do screen sharing or screen recording, that person will we will come to know that who has shared our data. And if I use the Control P, you can see the print screen is disabled. Right? And now I will open the attachment here only. Now this file I will open in the browser itself only. And now I'm going to show you. Even I'm trying to copy the content here, it is not going to work. Just hold on. It's loading. So now you can see I open the file and I'm trying to copy the content because I'm the external user. I'm trying to copy the content. I'm trying to copy. Let me paste outside. It's not allowing me to copy paste. So you can see these small things also we have put in the control. And after sending the mail also, you can change the privacy settings and you can change the rights also. If you want to allow forward, grab, screen sharing, print, you can do that. If you want to take back, you can use the revoke access. So you can see the control here. So this is the important features I shared with you. Anybody has a question, please ask.
None from me.
Thank you.
I have a question. How do you block the users to access, for instance, Google Drive from outside Siccura?
Okay, first thing means you want to block use the Google Drive from like a personal Google Drive or your company Google Drive.
I didn't understand the question. Sorry, Himanshu.
Okay, so my question is that you want to block the user to access the Google Drive. So what it means is the company Google Drive, or they are not allowed to use their personal Google Drive.
The company Google Drive, the same you are controlling in Siccura.
Good. So as I mentioned in the demo, if you remember that what we provide you the option, you need to configure your Google Drive or email in the Siccura admin panel. No need to share the email password or the drive password with your employee.
But if I am malicious user, I have my Google Drive account in Siccura, but I open my Google Chrome and access Google Drive from outside Siccura. Could I download those documents, those protected documents, and send them to any other place?
Okay, if you do that also, there is nothing is going to happen, because to open that document, they require keys. And as a company, when you share the keys with that for the document with other user, then they are able to open the document. What I'm trying to say here, let me. So for example, this is my Siccura file server. Okay. Let me show you here. And this is my data folder. For example, I'm sharing this file, for example. Then I share with these two guys only, because keys are shared with these two guys. And suppose these files are copied and shared with you only. And if you have a Siccura even, you can't open that file, because the key to open that file is not shared with you. So I can select the user and I can provide the rights, like view only, and I share. Now this file is shared with test additional user. This one, right?
So Alberto, what Himanshu is saying there is even if you access the Google Drive directly without through Siccura, any files that are there will be encrypted and unreadable.
That's the answer I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah. So they will remain encrypted and unreadable. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the highlight of some of the key features. As I mentioned, the solution is very powerful in modular format. There are some other key features as well that can be demonstrated on future demonstrations. But just so that you can understand a little bit more, I mentioned in my presentation that it's a $1 trillion industry. So of course, there are multiple providers of a variety of solutions, but we can assure you that there is nobody out there who can offer a solution as comprehensive as ours, as cost effectively as we do. So our main product, with all of the features that we have, together with the learning management system, it averages about $14 per user per month, which is a very, very competitive price. And we know that in some markets that the price can be a challenge. And so we would depend on feedback from experienced people like yourselves. And because it is in modular format, it means that if there is a price challenge, that we can strip out certain modules that will not be required. So for example, if a business only wanted email protection, then we can strip out the others and try and massage the price to fit that business use case. Okay, so I hope we provided value. It's an interesting solution, I'm sure you'll agree. We'll follow up by email, and Divya will share the agreement for you to review as well. As I said, if you can keep an open mind, I don't know if it's something that can fit in with your existing organization. I'm hoping that it will be able to, or perhaps any of the other subsidiaries that come under the holding company, because there's great potential for this product, and it'd be great to have experienced people like yourselves involved. Yeah.
Okay, we have to. The next step for us, usually in these cases, is to talk about you with our commercial committee. Is it, Carlos? And then maybe if we are interested, if there is any opportunity to work together, so we will make you know.
Yeah. Like
good. And even if you feel that there isn't that opportunity, then just bear in mind the silver partnership, which means that if you refer somebody to us who can act as a partner, you know, there'll be a revenue stream there as well for you without having to actually do anything, just making some recommendations. Okay, as long as there's no conflict of interest with the solutions you offer, that might be another sensible way to work together as well. Yeah, anything that creates a win-win relationship, we'll be happy to explore. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, gentlemen. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you for your presentation. Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Good evening.
Bye.
Bye.